evening from Maryland Stadium, where it's Terps 50, Boilermakers 7. This is Wayne Viner. That's Bruce Posner. Our special guest, number 19, Jordan Steffy. Welcome in tonight.
Thank you so much for having me.
Jordan, first things first, how's your golf game?
It's getting better. I got more and more time.
You got more time. How do you describe a game like this? I mean, Maryland was a big favorite not to win like this.
No.
What happened? Purdue just doesn't have the personnel, or what was this game was really over in the first quarter?
It really was, but as a Terp, I got to give the credit to the Terps. I mean, they played very well offensively. Obviously, the defense was swarming all game, and I think anytime that you can, Purdue is a Big Ten opponent, and anytime you can start off your season in the Big Ten with a win like this, everybody's got to feel really good about it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Perry had some phenomenal stats. I think the team rushed for well over 300 yards.
Right. Perry L's 94 yards to the air. Maryland has 494 total yards. Ty Johnson, 206 on 7 carries and 2 touchdowns. I don't know if I have that memorized perfectly.
Right.
But it's really nice to see him be able to play everybody.
Yeah, I think the confidence is starting to really show through. The way that they're playing, I listened to an interview earlier in the week with Coach Durkin, and it seemed like, he felt good about the game, obviously. But to see them come out and perform, and then to see some of the young guys who are getting time on the field to really capitalize on those opportunities, they've got to feel really great going into Penn State next week.
I guess when you were here, we didn't have a Lolo Harrison, Trey Edmonds, Goins, the Riches at tailback, Bruce, Jordan. They're amazing.
They really are.
62 yards untouched for Lolo on that run.
Yeah.
And, of course, Ty Johnson had a couple breakaways, and Perry had a couple runs, and he looked like Jordan Steffy turning that corner.
Yeah, right. When you've got that many options, there's no let-off. There's no let-off regardless of who's in the game. And I think it's exciting as they kind of go forward in the Big Ten because of that, what it's going to do and how it'll open up the passing game. So I think, defensively next week, Penn State will be a test. They're pretty strong up front. But those young guys are just so impressive.
TerpTalk is brought to you by Viner Consulting, your source for point-of-sale systems that give you business control and manage your inventory. Hardware, software, training, and support from NCR and Revel Systems. Call Viner Consulting at 301-251-2900 or visit us at oneviner.com.
Give me your impressions of Durkin. Obviously, he's 4-0, but give me your impressions of him so far. I mean, you were under Ralph. And
yep.
You certainly knew Randy Edsel. What are your impressions of Durkin?
There's an authenticity in his approach, and I think that everyone from the players to the fans can sense that. From day one when he's walked in here, it hasn't been a whole bunch of promises. It's just been that we're going to work extremely hard. We're going to recruit very well, and they've done everything that I think they've set out to do early. The confidence that I think he brings, the high expectations that he has, I think has just shown through in these early four games.
So,
you're 4-0, and
4-0.
next week,
I'm liking the defense, though. The defense next week. Go ahead.
Next week you go to Penn State.
The bane of my existence, Penn State. Yeah.
But you take that game, and all of a sudden you're looking at a team that might even be ranked.
Yeah.
Who knows what the limits are?
Now I'm not getting ahead of myself. Now
you can tell. He's been talking about Penn State when we were 0-0.
I get a 364-day break kind of thing. I'm talking about it all year.
No doubt about it. No, next week will definitely be a test. Happy Valley is always a very difficult place to play in, and I know the staff at Penn State very well, and I know that they're working extremely hard as well. But like I said, Maryland's got to feel really good going into this game. The defense is going to be a lot better than what they saw tonight, but I'm confident. I'm like everyone else. If you sit there at 5-0, and as you mentioned, to be ranked at after that game potentially. To be have a loss on the scorecard and about to be bowl eligible. That's a very exciting place for not just the team but for the Maryland fans.
Did he say bowl eligible?
They were there. Who was there? The Orange Bowl was there?
Yeah. Well, our interview with the Orange Bowl committee will be up on TerpTalk.
Yeah, they were all there, which is awful early. What's Jordan Steffy doing now? I see you got a lovely family. So.
Yeah. So I have an unbelievable family. We just welcomed our daughter, Mira Sage, who's a 1-year-old. But we also, I just finished up business school. I went to Columbia Business School.
Wow.
So I was very blessed to complete that. And I'm working on, I have a charity called Children Deserve a Chance that I started while I was here at Maryland. And I've had such support from the Maryland community. And then I'm also working on a startup, a technology startup that's called Box 4.
Oh, cool. Well, I know this.
Introduce him to Zach.
Yeah, we got people for you to talk to.
We got people.
But we need to get to the post-game press conference. So I'm Wayne Viner. That's Jordan Steffy. And as usual, Bruce.
This is a happy Bruce Posner, but the Orioles lost, and I am sick about it.
Yeah.
50-7 cures the wounds a little bit.
It does, because all you were telling me down in the elevators, the Orioles lost, the Orioles lost,
well,
the Orioles lost.
This game was over in the second inning of the Oriole game. All right.
Very good. Thank you guys for having me.
All right. Hey, well, thanks a lot for coming on, Jordan, all right?
Thank you.
And that's it, Wayne.
Good night from Maryland Stadium.
We hit Terminus!